Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Tuesday, August 5th. Looks like a warm day here in the Mid-Atlantic region. Temperatures this afternoon pushing the 90-degree mark up and down the I-95 corridor. Very likely the warmest day of the week. Nothing too unusual for this time of the year. The normal high temperature right now at Philadelphia International Airport is about 87 degrees. Will be perhaps a degree or two higher than that this afternoon. But then another cool front comes through the Mid-Atlantic region on Wednesday, and it paves the way for another comfortable stretch of weather. Thursday, Friday, Saturday look like comfortable temperatures and humidity levels, continuing a very nice summer that we've enjoyed so far here in the Mid-Atlantic region. July turned out to be slightly below normal temperature-wise in D.C., Philly, and New York, and August certainly has started off colder than normal in the month of August, and it looks like for the month as a whole we should remain below normal in August. Well, let's take a look at the latest visible satellite image of the eastern part of the U.S. and the western part of the Atlantic, just to touch base on the tropical storm Bertha. It did weaken overnight from a hurricane back to tropical storm status, located right in this region right here, well off the east coast, off the North Carolina coast by several hundred miles. It will continue to move away from the coast over the next 12 to 24 hours in a northeasterly direction without much impact at all on the U.S. mainland. There certainly can be some rough surf over the next day or two as a result of Bertha. Again, it weakened overnight from hurricane status to tropical storm. It should not regain hurricane status. It should remain as a tropical storm as it continues to push off to the north and east. So here we are in the early part of August. 2 named tropical systems so far, which is not all that many for this stage of the summer. But again, the most active part of the tropical season is typically from mid-August on through September, so we haven't quite yet reached the most active time for tropical activity, at least in terms of climatology. What is a little bit interesting is that both of these systems, Arthur and now Bertha, did actually reach hurricane status, albeit for a brief time, and neither one of them reached major hurricane status, but it is a little unusual for the first 2 named storms to both reach hurricane status. Notice lots of clear skies here throughout the Mid-Atlantic region, the I-95 corridor. It should be mostly sunny today, again, with temperatures not far from the 90-degree mark this afternoon in D.C., Philly, and New York City. Well, here's the latest surface map across the U.S. Tropical storm Bertha right in this region right here, again, will continue to move away from the coast to the north and east. Here's the next frontal system. We've had a series of frontal systems coming through the Mid-Atlantic region over the summer, and again we have another very comfortable air mass headed our way for the Thursday, Friday, Saturday time frame, again being anchored by Canadian high pressure. As has been the pattern for the last several months, high pressure drops southeastward out of western Canada into the northern plains, Midwest, and then eventually into the northeastern part of the country. Again, a very comfortable air mass headed our way. Now, the frontal system itself works its way slowly through the region later on tomorrow into tomorrow evening. Certainly will be some scattered showers and thunderstorms associated with the next cool front late Wednesday evening, especially likely north and east of the Pennsylvania-Maryland border later in the day on Wednesday. Well, let's take a look at a few computer forecast maps from last night's 0Z GFS run surrounding the frontal system that comes through late in the day on Wednesday. This is the forecast map for this evening, Tuesday evening. Here is Bertha, still well off the east coast, and again continuing a push to the north and east. Upstream, high pressure, Canadian high pressure over the northern plains, headed our way. There is some shower and thunderstorm activity across the eastern Great Lakes into primarily the western sections of the Mid-Atlantic region. There certainly can be an isolated shower or thunderstorm late today and tonight, but more likely it'll remain dry up and down the I-95 corridor, and more numerous showers and thunderstorms are likely tomorrow afternoon and evening as that cool frontal system passes through the Mid-Atlantic region. Here's the forecast map for tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning. Bertha now well off the New England coast, again continuing its movement to the north and east away from the U.S. mainland. High pressure across south central part of Canada, slowly edging its way to the south and east. Not much tomorrow morning in the way of precipitation. Things die down overnight, as is typically the case in the summertime. But now let's jump ahead to tomorrow evening. And here we can see tomorrow evening a much more active precipitation pattern, especially north of the Mason-Dixon line. Seems to be a tendency for all models to have more showers and thunderstorm activity north of the Pennsylvania-Maryland border later on tomorrow. Here's the frontal system right in this region by late in the day on Wednesday. Again, a better chance for showers and thunderstorms late tomorrow and tomorrow evening as compared with today and tonight, where there can be an isolated showers or thunderstorm, but probably rain-free up and down the I-95 corridor. And finally, here we go for Thursday morning. That frontal system now off the East Coast. High pressure center just north of the Great Lakes region will dominate the weather scene here throughout the Mid-Atlantic region, throughout New England on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, with another comfortable stretch of weather with below normal temperatures and very pleasant humidity levels. The weather could deteriorate in the latter part of the weekend. Still some questions about Sunday time frame. We'll have to monitor this area of precipitation out over the middle of the country over the next few days. It'll tend to move to the south and east, south of the I-95 corridor. Nonetheless, there is the threat for some showers and thunderstorms along around Sunday, but it certainly looks like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday will be very comfortable here in the D.C., Philly, and New York City regions. That's it for now. For the SIWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.